imagine this, you're in grad school, you're doing your MSc or PhD. What's an average day look like for you? Well, it might be a little surprising after undergrad to think about the fact that in a typical day, you can go from presenting at a conference to meeting about a project, working collaboratively on a grant, to then writing a paper on your own and trying to figure out some stats late night. In order to kind of do all these many different spheres of things and collaboration and work at grad school, there's 5 really important skills that you need. Hi there, I'm Dr. S, and I'm currently a postdoc at a Canadian university. Previously, I've completed both my Master's of Science and my PhD. Today, we're going to be doing a fun video of the top 5 things that every grad student needs to succeed. The first of which is collaboration. So research, if you've had any experience with it in high school or undergrad, you will fast learn that it really is all about collaboration, and grad school is really no different. Within grad school, you can expect to collaborate with your colleagues in your lab, even some peers in other departments if you're doing some inter-department work, your PI, of course, individuals on your committees, and really a whole host of scientists that you might even never meet in person, but you'll definitely talk to them over email, Skype and Zoom, and so forth. So collaboration is huge. Really learning those people skills, learning how to interact with people, whether collaboration in person, one-on-one, or through different platforms such as Slack, email, Zoom, and the whole host. The second most important skill that a grad student needs is independent work. And I really can't emphasize this enough. If you thought undergrad was really very different than high school and a lot more independent, you'll be in for a surprise, because grad school is really that. There's essentially almost no deadlines except for the ones you set for yourself. It really is a lot about motivating yourself, keeping yourself engaged in your work, giving yourself timely deadlines, and making sure that you kind of stick to your schedule and plan. Learning how to work independently, whether it's honing in your organizational skills or just kind of learning as you go along, it's going to really help you in the long run, because graduate school really is that. Number 3 is troubleshooting. So I always say troubleshooting is synonymous with research. Research is all about trying to do a project or a certain experiment. It's not going right. You're trying to figure out what's wrong with your setup or with your specific question, and then troubleshooting and learning what you were doing wrong. That's the beauty of it. It often doesn't seem like it when you're in the midst of it. You'll often think, oh my God, why isn't my experiment coming out the way it's supposed to? Why am I not getting the right results? But learning to troubleshoot really will help you succeed and will help you not get demotivated when things don't go right the first time. Number 4, unfortunately, is speaking and presentation skills. I know for some of us, we are a little nervous when we're presenting, but the great thing about graduate school is you'll get a lot of opportunity to really hone in on this skill, whether it's first learning how to present to your own lab members and your peers. Then you might present at your committee, of course, annually if your program has that. Next up, you'll be presenting at a lot of conferences, nationally, internationally, even locally. And soon enough, you'll be invited to speak all across. So learning how to get comfortable with presenting to different audiences and really honing in your presentation skills will be something that is just part and parcel of graduate school, and you will really learn, if not to love it, you'll definitely learn this skill. And lastly, and I think the most important thing, is survival skills or resilience. I think we really undermine the fact that graduate school really isn't a straight line. It's not a straight path. It's not as as straightforward as undergrad or high school maybe, where you go in, you have to do X number of courses and then you leave. Planning your research, conducting your experiments, doing your write-up. You'll come across all kinds of road bumps. Learning to kind of persevere, get through them, and be resilient is something that you really need in graduate school, and it's an essential skill. Moreover, it's very easy in graduate school, and I'm kind of guilty of it too, to just be focused fully on the research and forget about yourself. And it's really easy to do, but we really need to work towards that work-life balance. And I know graduate school sometimes isn't really known for that, but I'm really hoping that we're changing that now, and really starting to focus on balancing not only your research, but also your physical activity, your mental health, your social life, and being able to do all of them in some form of a balanced lifestyle. And so with that, I think those are the 5 most important skills that anyone needs to succeed in graduate school. So as always with these videos, I do want to say that everything I've shared are, it's my own experience, and every person's experiences are going to be a little different. So that's just my little disclaimer there, but we hope that was really helpful and informative. And if you did like our video, please do like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, and we look forward to seeing you really soon with our next video. So stay tuned.